Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to episode 50 of the Lifting Ugly podcast. We are half a century old. So I have some new things, a new little board set up. I've tried to use it once before. I think I got some kinks worked out. Hopefully the sound is okay. If not, I'm gonna have to mess with it a little bit more in the future to try and get this down right. So hopefully you can hear me okay. As soon as somebody jumps on the live, kind of double check with them, see where they're at, make sure that it doesn't just sound stupid in my headphone. Maybe make sure it does just sound dumb in my headphones. So anyway, hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. A couple days ago, I posted a video on Instagram. If any of you follow that, survive Black Friday. I know that's kind of a shitstorm sometimes. I'll get into all that later. That's going to be kind of the bulk of what I talk about today. I do have some of Craig's comments. Fan favorite, all three of you. Also, I found some more fitness only fans to go through. But first, let's hit through some of these sponsors here.
Room starting to spin real.
Housekeeping, you want mint for pillow?
See, so if any of you want,
Housekeeping, you want mint for pillow?
if any of you were listening at the very beginning, that was something I used to use off of my phone. I got it loaded to a board, so I'm still trying to get the hang of all of it. So again, we're gonna hit through the sponsors.
Housekeeping, you want mint for pillow?
That's much better. First, make sure everyone goes to generalleathercraft.com to look at the Pioneer lifting gear, where you can get customized belts, you can get stock belts, regular weightlifting belts, powerlifting belts, strongman, but you can get it all. If it is made of leather, you can get it at generalleathercraft.com, as well as knee wraps, wrist wraps. You can find it there. So make sure you visit our friends Pioneer Lifting at generalleathercraft.com. They're doing a TikTok sale or TikTok giveaway, I guess, today.
Room starting to spin real fast because of gayness.
You know how that goes. But anyway, they are doing that giveaway on TikTok. So if you are on TikTok,
Room starting to
then
spin real fast.
check out the Pioneer page.
'Cause of-
They're trying to drive
gayness.
attention there, and check out and see what that giveaway is all about. They are a very giving company, very awesome company. We do have somebody on the live. Hey, I am using a new board. Let me know if it sounds okay. If there's too much shit going on, just kind of let me know what you hear on your end of things. Also, make sure you check out maxbarbell.com, maxbarbell.com for all your other lifting gear needs, singlets, shoes. You can get belts there too, but why would you get a belt there when you can get just the dopest belts around at, from Pioneer anyway? But everything else that you can't get from Pioneer, you can get at maxbarbell.com. Make sure you're fully set and everything that you need for lifting. Safety first. That's what we're all about. I promise you. MaxBarbell.com. I'm sure they've got some sales going on extending through the weekend and into Cyber Monday as well. Also, let's hit this one real quick. So we'll just hit the websites first, liftingugly.com. That is our website for Lifting Ugly, where you can find Lifting Ugly gear. Not just the deadlift is a Lifting Ugly shirt. My hat obviously says Lifting Ugly. It is Lifting Ugly gear. Sweet. Thanks, Jesse. Appreciate the input. Good to have you. Make sure you had, I posted a video. I did add some sweatshirts to the mix. Oh, Thanks, my daughter, Julia. Call me homeboy. Anyway, so on liftingugly.com, I did add some new sweatshirts, some new beanies. Anyone that's lifting ugly gear, and then I also have I did some industry strength stuff. The gym here that I'm at that you can go to, you can get some industry strength sweatshirts. I have a crew neck and a hoodie for industry strength. It does have lifting and a lifting ugly logo on the back of it as well as I did do a beanie for them. And then, of course, like I said, added a couple beanies and a couple sweatshirts to the website. It's cold and it's not going to get any warmer. Well, I guess it may get warmer, but not that much warmer. So make sure you head to liftingugly.com, get that cold weather gear. You can visit this gym that I am coming to you live and in person from at industry_strength co on Instagram. Search out Industry Strength on Facebook. industrystrengthco.com is the website. All those to support small gyms if you're in the Western Slope area. If you're not a member, come down and sign up and learn how to do it right. Wherever you're at now, you're probably doing shit all fucked up. So learn the right way. Come down here. Come to a good gym. If you're not in this area, then make sure you find a gym like ours. There's at least one in every town where you can go to. You can find the right motivation. You can get the right direction from the people that live there and the people that own the gym, the people that operate the gym. There's one in every town. I almost every town. I'm not going to guarantee, but I would say almost every town you'll find a gym that does provide you with that. Since Jesse is on, Jesse trains at Jesse's gym at Junkyard Training over there in Centennial, Colorado. Great gym. I mean, you'll get a lot of cool insight from those guys there. Very knowledgeable place to train out of. Social media time at lifting_ugly lifting_ugly on Instagram, Lifting Ugly on Facebook, Lifting Ugly on even the
Room's
TikTok.
starting to spin real fast because of gayness.
And for all the streaming, make sure you search Lifting Ugly to find us on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe and like. Find us on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe. Apple Music, subscribe. Google Plays or Google Podcasts, whatever the hell it's called. All of them. If it's there and you can search Lifting Ugly, go on there and subscribe. Pretty please. It's free. Just that's the one small thing I ask from you. If you want to do more, we'll appreciate more. We'll take more. You can go to patreon.com/liftingugly. You can sign up for any of the different tiers that we have available there. Again, the more people we get on there, the more action we will be able to provide and insight we can provide to our members on the Patreon site. So that way the folks there that are paying can get a little something. So anyone who jumps on there, we do greatly appreciate it. We appreciate everyone who's listening. We appreciate anyone who has already subscribed and liked, which I'm assuming probably anyone listening has already done that because, y'all are good to us. So we appreciate it. Thanks for being here, everyone. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting started. And welcome back, everyone. Again, this is Lifting Ugly Podcast. This is our fifth. I don't even know what I'm looking at and what I'm trying to get out here. Let me start this again. Welcome back, everyone. Episode 50 of the Lifting Ugly Podcast. That sounds oh my god. As you can see, I'm by myself again today. I know Alkai's still in Hawaii. I didn't even want to bother. And why was putting time in between the episodes. We want to jump on this weekend with this topic. What we talk about. The today is so we're going to kind of go over all that. My thoughts on everything because I'm sure you all care. This might be a little bit shorter episode. I thought it was going to be shorter, but Oh, you can't hear me? Is that better? Can you hear me better? Okay. So hopefully you can hear me now. If not, I'll just pick this up and I'll put it close to my mouth. But then again, that doesn't seem like it's registering through either. Let's see. What do we got? You guys hear? Need a response. If anyone can hear me, can you hear me? Please tell me. Nope. I'm gonna assume that it's super glitchy. Let me just lose time for the second. All right. Is that better? It should be better. I'm not sure if this other thing works at all anymore. Not a big deal if it does or doesn't. I just kind of wanted it for that opening. Let's see. What are they saying? Oh, anyway. So we'll talk about small business, my thoughts on that. Will probably be a little bit shorter of an episode because I just wanted to jump on and give my 2 cents. Let's see. Actually, I want to see if this works. Let's see if you can hear. I mean, I can't hear it. No, it's not working. Oh, well. Anyway, that's why I stopped using that in the first place, is because it just didn't seem to work as well as it had planned. So, all right. And then also, again, anyone that wasn't on at the very beginning, I do have more of Craig's comments. I do have a few of the fitness only fans. Believe it or not, it is really hard to track them down. I am not like a subscribed member of OnlyFans, and so it makes it a little more difficult to find people, and then in turn to find kind of funny posts. But I did track a couple down, so have no fear. I know you all enjoyed it so much last week that I made sure that I got some in this week. So let's start. Actually, since this is supposed to be somewhat of a lifting podcast, we'll give everyone like a quick update. We have Alkai, and we'll have him go over his meet if he remembers, and it'll have been a few weeks since then. I'm still rehabbing issues in my leg. Anyone who, I don't know if I went through it on here. I know I put stuff out, but I know even if people like a post, they don't necessarily read everything that's on there. I did find out over a month ago that I did have a torn hamstring, basically what would equate to a spastic popliteal, which is a muscle in the back of your knee, torn groin muscle, and a torn psoas. And so those are things that have caused, I took a long break off of deadlifts altogether, even before that. And my squats have been more rehabilitating than they have been really pushing anything. Even if I want to, I can't generate power, and I still can't. So I do a lot of rehab work for my knee, for my hamstring, obviously, and some stretches and light movements to help my groin kind of heal. It's the nagging. I think my hamstring is better. I did post some deadlifts that I did today, working on my hook grip. Obviously not as heavy as I've ever done, but still, I was happy I was able to move, not fully, but move 600, and it caused limited pain, none of my hamstring, limited pain in my groin. So hopefully I'm on the mend for that, because this is really irritating. We've talked about many times on here, kind of a lot of to do with the psychology of, of injuries and downtime and stuff and how tough that is. So it's mentally kind of messes with me. I have a lot of other stuff going on, so I do have distractions, which is good and bad. I don't have the time to dedicate to the rehab that I should take. But then I also am not sitting and wallowing in my own depression because my lifting really kind of just sucks ass right now. So I've been doing a lot. I've actually reverted back to when I used to do more bodybuilding stuff as far as my movements. It makes me feel more productive than trying to do powerlifting movements when I can't do powerlifting movements. So that's kind of how my workouts have been going really for the last almost 2 months. Really, since I opened Industry Strength, they've been less than desirable, and those are the reasons why. And so then it's been a recovery process, and so working at moving through that. Again, it's an emotional, psychological mind fuck, basically, to just have your body not cooperate. And also, the older you get, the tougher it gets, the slower the recovery time, and yeah, that really kind of sucks to deal with. But I'm hanging in there, I think. Well, I'm here, so I mean, I'm somewhat hanging in there anyway. And so I'm doing the best I can to get through, and hopefully I'll be able to, kind of make that full recovery and at least be decent back. I don't ever expect to be like anything close to the world's best lifter, but something close to where I was would be super sweet. I'd be excited about that. Also, anyone that is in or around close to the Colorado area, he did post about this. So what I'm going to end up, I'll just promote it on here. If anyone is Western Slope, Colorado, or close to the area that wants to come down, everyone is invited. It'll be, let me pull up my calendar. It's the weekend before Christmas, which will be Saturday the 17th. We will be doing a mock meet here at Industry Strength, just for fun. Obviously you're not going to get records out of it. You're not going to get put on any sort of leaderboard, but it is a way to, especially if you're off season or if you're mid program and kind of want to see where you're at, it'd be a fun way to do that in a cool environment. I believe I haven't nailed down the dollar amount, but it'll either be a $5 or $10 charge to be a part of the meet. And then what I'll do is I'll turn around and I'll take that money and I'll split it. As long as I have enough of each, I'll split it between the male and female lifters, and the top of each will get to split that prize. So it'll be a little bit of something that'll you'll get out of that, and then who knows? I may be able to track down some other things. We do have good people that I'm in contact with as far that do well to help athletes to give away. Obviously promotes their product, but also gives the people competing something to be excited about. And so I'll reach out to a few people, see if we can get some other things lined up besides a little bit of cash in somebody's pocket. So we basically just playing a pool. It's just it'll be a $5 or $10 entry with a chance to win, depending on how many people come. Maybe $100, maybe $40, maybe $50, who knows? Time will tell. Probably do $10, and that way, hopefully if it works out, hopefully I can get 10 of each or close to where maybe we can get the winner $100. It's not nothing. It's something. Weekend before Christmas, who wouldn't want $100? Tell me someone who wouldn't want $100 at that time. So anyway, look forward to that again. That's Saturday, December 17th, here at Industry Strength in Grand Junction, Colorado. We will be holding on a mock meet, so it should be a good time. All right, now it's time for Craig's comments. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so first up, so anyone who doesn't know, these are the posts minus the person's name who made the post and my comment, because if anyone is new here, I'm sure the three of you are not new here. Anyone who may be listening or watching later might be new here. I use Facebook as a platform to talk shit. So that's what this is basically my responses. Hopefully you guys enjoy them and find them to be at least slightly entertaining. Post number 1, we have girls. Oh, nope. There we go. Girls be tough until you yell back. Now she either wet or sad. So despite the grammatical errors, let's forget that. Girls be tough until you yell back. She is either wet or sad. My comment, or both. Simple comment, covers it all, and covers the complexity of women in general. Let's be honest. Next one. Next post. Let's see. I have my thing kind of covering this. Let's see. Something about, gosh, I wish this didn't cover like that. Only cool chicks can make homemade tortillas with one hand. Okay. Homemade tortillas, one hand. Pretty impressive. My comment. The coolest chicks have two. The coolest chicks do have two hands. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't met a lot of one-handed chicks. There might be some pretty cool one-handed chicks out there. There's that surfer chick that got her arm bitten off by a shark. She might be pretty cool. And technically, she has one hand. But anyway, I digress. That's my comment anyway. Next one. Watching him drive off after he just called you dirty, disrespectful names, put your legs on his shoulders, and rearranged your guts. And if you're listening, it's a picture of Ariel, the Little Mermaid, with her hand propped on her chin, staring out the window longingly after he just did those things to her. My comment, just like a princess should be treated. So I'm going to laugh at my own. I think that one was pretty funny. It makes me laugh all over again. All right. Last comment or last post. Okay. It's Blake's Lottaburger. No idea where this place is at. I don't even remember who posted this. OMG, get in my mouth. Blake's Lottaburger. Hey, you guys can already probably guess where this. Okay. Anyway, Craig's comment on this one is, you say that a lot, don't you? And I might want to add, so anyone who is new and doesn't really know me and thinks that, man, what an asshole for saying shit like that. Even if these only have one like, well, this one doesn't have any. So probably just somebody who is looking for attention. But the ones that have a like or two or whatever on them, usually the person who I responded to their post is one of the people that likes it and thinks it's funny. The other ones, they probably don't have a really good sense of humor and they're just kind of ornery people. I did have one with Randy. I didn't bring it up though. I had a lot of good ones with Randy. He had one. It was a picture of him when he was young, and I'll just tell him since I don't have them loaded. And people do enjoy my responses to Randy's posts. He had a picture of him now, which Randy's a decent sized dude, so don't get me wrong. And then a picture when he was younger, when he was very small, and his post said something of back when I used to be a little guy, and so my comment was on it. Used to ? So anyway, so that was one of my ones with Randy. All right, so that was Craig's comments for today. Thank you for joining. I feel like I need some like music to go with the segments to kind of help us along with those ones. All right, so let's hit up some fitness only fans. I have, well, it's 2 pictures that I have, 3 posts that I have on there. That's right, Nicole. You can go back and listen to them later. And then it'll give me one more view and one more listen. And so that'll be good. So you'll have to go back and do it again. All right, fitness only fan. Let's see. First one up. We have put these socks on and was immediately turned on. See, now obviously, like I've said before, I don't subscribe, and I'm not knocking anyone who does. I'm just saying I don't. So I don't know what this picture is. I don't know what kind of socks she has on or put on, but those must be some nice ass socks. If as soon as she put on socks, she was turned on. I mean, that's some good footwear. I mean, she should get like, everyone should know about these. Those sound like the best socks in the world. So that was one of them. And here's two. They were back-to-back posts on somebody's. So we'll start with the top one. Try and read this. Oh, here we go. Who wants to lick my abs is post number 1. That's amazing. Probably somebody or lots of somebody's. Who knows? And then the better one underneath. Who likes sweaty breasts? Just let that resonate. So only, and the reason I put these is because I guess I shouldn't say you wouldn't find these posted on anywhere else, but I think without picture, without context, it makes it even better. Because who likes sweaty breasts? Because this is not like a woman or a fat dude or a fat woman, who knows, or even a skinny dude with some pecs that's complaining, oh, who likes wet breasts? This is somebody legit. Like, come on, people out there, let me know who's liking them sweaty breasts. Who doesn't like sweaty breasts? That's my question. See, Jesse likes sweaty breasts. Like I said, who doesn't like sweaty breasts? And then what was the other one? And licking abs. Yeah, who doesn't love some sweaty tits and some ab licking? That sounds like a party, right? Let's get this party started with some ab licking and some sweaty breasts, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that was our Fitness OnlyFans for today. All right, so the main reason, like I said, why I wanted to do kind of a back-to-back week instead of taking a week off in between and letting things build up a little bit is because today is Small Business Saturday, which means a lot to me as somebody who has, Lifting Ugly is a small business. That's my little small business. Industry Strength, the gym here, is a small business owned by me. I have my personal training business. I have small businesses. I have small businesses that I'm hoping won't always be that small, but most likely will be small. So Small Business Saturday is a big deal. This is the day to support people who are putting in work for their dreams all over the place. I'm not just saying me, but there's small businesses everywhere. We got a ton of them here in Grand Junction, and wherever anyone is at, there's, I know there's small businesses you can support. So, like I said, we just got done with Black Friday. I'll give a quick rundown. For anyone who doesn't know why Black Friday is called Black Friday, it is all numbers related. When you operate in the negative and you have negative cash flow, when your expenditures are higher than what you bring in, which is what Lifting Ugly is all about, is operating in the red, which is why we're having a red week sale. That's the red. You're in the red. That's danger. You're spending more than you're bringing in. That's what I'm all about. That's how I operate my businesses right now, is in the red, which is why I also have a job at a corporation. So Black Friday's whole reason Black Friday started was a day to stimulate the economy and to stimulate the dollar going into the Christmas season, to get companies from that red point up into the black. Black is positive operating. That means your cash flow increases higher than what you're putting out. So obviously everyone wants to operate in the black. Most of the big companies that you go to on Black Friday, most of the places you go to on Black Friday where you're spending your money, they got 50% off of this. They're giving this away if you spend, all that crazy shit. Most of those companies have been operating in the black all year. And they may show red, but I can guarantee you they're shuffling money around. They're black. They're in the black all year long. and they're just getting, they're pushing for more. So all that Amazon shopping that you do for Black Friday, guess what? Amazon is not operating in the red. They don't need that boost to get them operating in the black. As Nicole, our friend Nicole knows, Amazon is not lacking in sales. So, and I'm not saying like I bought stuff from Amazon, if I have to shop at Walmart, I'll shop at Walmart. I try not to. I use those big companies as well. Sometimes you just have to. But that's why I enjoy, I like that they added Small Business Saturday the day after Black Friday. It'd be nice if it was before so people could spend, maybe spend a little more money at small businesses in their local area than they would doing the Black Friday stuff. The big thing is like I said, most of these small businesses are owned by a person or a family. That person usually owns and operates and is the main person that's there all the time, even if they have employees. That person, and here I want to get away from anyone who's listening that thinks somebody who owns a business makes a lot of money. Most of the time, that's not true. Most of the time, people who own businesses are struggling to get by, just like anyone else who's complaining that they are living paycheck to paycheck. Most small business owners aren't even living paycheck to paycheck because they don't actually get a paycheck. That's, they're pushing, trying to get through. So what I want you to think, so hopefully everyone kind of frequents some small businesses. What I find, I buy all my, so I smoke a lot of meat. That is my preference. All of my pellets, all of my rubs, all of everything I get from my smoker to operate my smoker, to make my food delicious, I get from a place here in town. I see the same people every time I go in. They recognize me every time I go in. And it's great. And sometimes they give me deals because I'm in there on a regular basis. And most of the time I just pay full price, and I never am going to ask for a discount ever. But if they offer one, believe me, I'm going to take it. The place I buy my meat from it's a local butcher. They know my name. They're pretty regular. They know pretty well what it is I'm going to get when I go in. And again, they thank me every time I leave for coming in. They, and they will say, we really appreciate you coming in. Have a great weekend. When you go to Walmart, I know they don't give a shit about you. The employees are just trying to get by, just like you. You're not gonna get a call from the Bronco owners, Sam's Club owners, saying, "Hey, we really appreciate your business. We couldn't do this without you. If you quit going there, guess who's gonna care?" They ain't gonna give a shit. The small businesses, that's what you get. The better you should be. I'm sure there's some shitty small businesses. Most of the time, you get better customer service. You get some more personal interaction. You get to know them. They're on your level. They're your people, and honestly, they need that business, and it's great that we have this day that's dedicated to small businesses. So anyone who hasn't had a chance yet, get out there, at least hit up one small business. Let them know that you appreciate that they're there. Buy a little something. Doesn't even have to be a lot. Just buy a little something. If you're in the Grand Junction area, feel free to get a hold of me. You can join Industry Strength, Small Business Grand Junction Gym. I'll be happy to have you as a member. Lifting Ugly, like I said, is also a small business. Yes, we operate mostly online, but we are a small business. And I appreciate anyone who's purchased anything from us. Anybody that will is greatly appreciated. I'm not saying you have to, go out and buy something from me on this small business, but buy something from someone who owns a small business. Little something, just make that little bit of effort. It won't, most of the time it won't hurt us. to spend a few bucks, but it could mean the difference in that business owner's mind. So make sure you get that. So with that, what I'm doing, I think I did it. I put it up yesterday, but it's officially for today through Monday. Is everything on the website is 20% off. There's no code needed. You just go through, check out. It's automatic 20% off of everything that's on the website. And that goes through Monday. Monday is Cyber Monday. Again, is if you watch my post, we are cyber a company as well. We're online based. So we are hitting the small business. We are hitting the cyber. So we're going to, I put all that together. And so it's just 20% off the entire site just to make it easy. Like I said, no codes. So if you have been looking at something that we have and it's something that you think you may want, just head over there. It's automatic 20% off. I appreciate it. If you've already bought stuff from there, I appreciate that also. I don't have expectations out of anyone that they're going to go I'm not saying that I expect anyone to go do it right now. Just buy something from somebody who owns their own business today. Just, let them know you care that they're there and want them to stay there. Otherwise, who knows? They may not be there the next go round. It's, the shit we deal with now, everyone, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. We're all dealing with the same thing. It's hard for business owners, especially small business owners. It's hard for people who go to work and basically punch a clock all day. It's shit's rough for everyone. I do both, and it's not easier. I'm not saying it's harder. I'm just saying it's not easier. I have all that to deal with. So I get my check. I get my check from a big company as well, and then use some of it to help operate the other stuff. So again, Small Business Saturday, get out, support your small business. Cyber Monday, go enjoy online. But remember, there are small businesses online too, so you could kill them two birds with one stone. Just toss it on in there. Make someone's day. You know who else is a small business? These guys, GeneralLeathercraft.com, Pioneer Lifting Belts. They're a small business. Matt's a great dude. And Matt, if you email the company, him or maybe him or one other person will answer your email. Max Barbell is also a small company, maxbarbell.com. Any interaction I've had has been with the owner of the company himself as I've gone through the emails and just emailed back and forth. It's always been with the owner of the company. Not a big company, but they do a lot of really cool shit. So again, those are small businesses that you can hit up online. You can get them today. They'll probably be operating sales on Monday as well as us here at Lifting Ugly. All right. So I do want to do I still have the thing up for it. I'm going to do a different version of white lights, red lights. So obviously I don't have anyone here. Nope, this way. Over here to throw stuff at and to get his theory on things. So I'm just going to put it out. A few things. Obviously, we just passed Thanksgiving. So let's do Thanksgiving themed white lights, red lights. Comment with your answers. If you're listening later on, you can still put in the comments your answers to the white lights, red lights. So there might be a versus. It might just be one thing or another. The first one I'll go with is because I'm always very curious because it seems to be a love it or hate it. Is pumpkin pie. What is your version? Hey, hold on. Let me back up. I'm taking the pumpkin pie back. You can't have it yet. It's not in front of you yet. White lights, red lights is a powerlifting term. When you complete a lift, if you get 3 white lights, it was a 100% successful lift. 2 white lights, someone saw something that they didn't think was right, but it's still a passing score on your lift. 2 red lights, 3 red lights, failure, lift, no good. So if you like something a lot, it's 3 white lights. If you hate it, it's 3 red. If you're somewhere in the middle, it's, veer it opposite that way anyway. So first, we're gonna go with pumpkin pie. Let me know what you think. Are you a white lights for pumpkin pie? Are you a red lights for pumpkin pie? Maybe you're somewhere in the middle, but usually it's one or the other. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm okay. I like it, but I don't have to have it. I go 2 red light or 2 white lights, 1 red. Let's see what we got here. Survey says Nicole's going 3 white lights, pumpkin pie. She is all for it. Jesse's in agreement with 2 whites, 1 red. Nicole is giving a red heart for pie in general. So maybe we won't. So if I just say any pie, it should be Nicole will be all for the pie part. All right. So then next up is going to be turkey versus ham. What is your preference during a Thanksgiving dinner? If they had both in front of you, which one are you hitting? I mean, most likely you're going to take both. You're going to take some turkey, you're going to take some ham. Which one are you going back for seconds for? Turkey or ham? I'm not a big ham person. I'm okay with it. I might take a slice of ham, but I'm loading up on the turkey, especially if it's done right. If it's a dry ass turkey, then I might not. But there's enough cooking stuff out there that you should be able to have a nice, moist, meaty turkey to chew on. So I go with turkey. I love turkey. I smoke my turkeys and they're fucking amazing. Tastes great. And in fact, right after this, I'm going to go home and eat some more of that motherfucking turkey. Jesse's on turkey train. Welcome aboard the turkey train. Nicole's going ham. She's going hard as a mother. Nicole's going ham all day. Jesse just got, oh man. I hope it was good. Was it still moist? So moist and just juicy and moist. Nicole, someone needs to cook it right. Obviously. It's a bland ass bird. All birds are bland. Chicken is very bland. But I get what you mean. You'd probably take ham over chicken as well, I'm guessing. So poultry can be very bland. That's why you just got to season it right. Good seasoned turkey. I'm all about it. Give me that turkey. Let's see what else. What else is a big thing? Oh, let's do sweet potatoes. We'll do a versus on sweet potatoes too. Let's do a sweet potato casserole type dish versus straight up a sweet potato. And when I was a kid, I used to hate sweet potatoes. I would not eat a sweet potato. I would not eat a sweet potato casserole. And then when I got into bodybuilding, and that was like really one of the only carbohydrates I could eat was a sweet potato. I learned to love sweet potatoes. And so I love sweet potatoes during the year. It's a good carb to have, good clean carb. But on Thanksgiving, a sweet potato casserole that's loaded with like fucking brown sugar and chopped nuts and maybe some kind of like white crumble cake mix on the top to give it that crust on the top. That's where it's at. It's more of a dessert than anything. Jesse's all sweet potatoes. And Nicole is 2 reds on plain sweet potatoes. Fine. You don't get any sweet potatoes then. That's how that's gonna go. What's another big one? Let's see what else. What else is a big Thanksgiving? There's some sweet potatoes, turkey versus ham. Pumpkin is always a big thing. All right, I'm gonna do one just because I have an unpopular opinion. Nicole will have an opinion because she gave us a heart for pies in general. When you are eating a pie, what are you? White lights, red lights on whipped cream. Ugh, Get the fuck out of here with your green bean casserole. This is nonsense. No one needs that kind of negativity in their life. Vegetables. I don't care how those vegetables. I don't know, it's green bean vegetables. All right. Whipped cream. So when you're getting your piece of pie, put whipped cream on it. Nicole's going 3 white lights. I personally, this is my unpopular opinion, but this is also coming from, I'm going to preface this by saying this is also coming from a guy who likes candy corn, circus peanuts, and everything else. I hate whipped cream. I do not like it. I do not understand the point of it. I think it makes everything taste just super. It takes like the flavor out of everything, in my opinion. And Peeps. I do like Peeps as well. So, like I said, take this with a grain of salt. This is my opinion. My opinion is also very weird when it comes to other sweet treats that I enjoy. I'm not big on whipped cream. So Jesse says it doesn't matter. So if it does, in the case of white lights, red lights, does it not matter where you don't care if it has it or not, but you like it, or you don't care if you have it or not, but you would kind of prefer it not be there? So I want your white lights, red lights judgment on that. But yeah, I'm not big on the whipped cream. Not doing any of that. Well, who doesn't like dark chocolate? Well, I guess people who don't like dark chocolate. Okay, here we go. 2 white lights, 1 red. All right. Well, thanks for joining me again, I said it was going to be quicker than it has been. We're not hitting that hour range yet. Appreciate everyone for joining me today. Those that are listening later on, I appreciate you jumping on. Again, if you can subscribe, like, comment, kind of help out. It kind of helps push us up the board, gets us more views, and makes this more worth doing. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Thanksgiving weekend, and be safe. Go support small business today, and then find a small business online for Cyber Monday, and go support them at that point. Good having you. You guys have a good weekend. We'll see you next time.